All right, sounds good. Let's get started. This interview will be audio and visually recorded. Is that all right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna start with introductions. I'm Wayne Kerr, Lieutenant of LSPD, also supervisory detective, and then these boys on my left and right.
ET-26 en route to Pillbox Hill for one down.
Flash your badge, boys. All right, sounds good. We'll skip over them. Um, and then go ahead and introduce yourself. What is your full name?
My name is Grady, Grady, Grady Judd.
Okay, perfect. And then what is your email username?
um, Dirty Doug, or Doug the Demon.
Doug Demon. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Do you
Doug the
have
Demon.
prior experience in the police department or military, whether that be in city or in head
Um,
or another
I've had
city?
relatives in the PD force. Served closely on that. As well as countless hours of watching cops.
Okay, perfect. Go. Oh, okay. All right. What makes you a good fit to be an officer?
Um, my great grandfather, he was an officer, and you know, um, there's a lot of crime out there, a lot of hate in this world. We need peace officers and a good bridge between PD to civilian. And I think as a man who's lived both lives, I grew up in the Grove Street area. Um, I think I could. I'm sorry. I think that I could provide a lot of insight to because I grew up around a lot of criminals, so
Right.
seen that side, and I didn't choose that path. So,
Okay. I like that answer. What sets you aside as the right choice for the job?
um, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be the best at what I'm doing. Um, whether that be walking across the street to saving a kitten from a tree. I like to give it my all, no matter what it is. Attack it head on. I don't cower
Perfect.
when I hear bullets. I'm gonna run into the bullets to protect the
Right.
citizens.
Thank you. Okay. Hell yeah. Um, what are things you see in yourself that you could work on to help benefit yourself and others?
Um, Communication. While I think I'm good at communicating, um, I realize on this level, it's
SAR
done
11
at
en
a much
route to
larger,
260 for a 911 call.
more sophisticated, more professional scale. Um, and that I'm looking forward to improving on.
Okay.
Can I just say something real quick?
Go ahead. Yep.
Grady, I love that you chose our side instead of that criminal life.
Yeah, yeah,
I agree.
can't
All right,
stand those
Grady.
guys.
Good luck on your interview.
Appreciate it, appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Do you have any further strengths or weaknesses that come to mind, whether that be for PD or outside of it?
Um, yeah, I think there's both, you know, definitely both unlisted, but whether it's my great shot, my great ability, like I said, to be on the front line, the one to be willing to take the risk, um, for the betterment of society, is a big strength of mine. But a weakness is, I'm not the best, with taking no for an answer.
Okay.
Obviously, like when it's I do, but when I think something's unjust or unfair and kind of gets pushed to the side, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Okay. I like that answer. What do you want to get out of being PD?
Um, Really, just personally, just a lifestyle outside of the streets. Um, one where I can potentially get into government or um, other avenues that are outside the way of the regular boring 9 to 5s or
Of course.
robbing banks and
Yep.
all that stuff. But yeah, like even detective. I think that would be an honor to potentially be a detective one day, and a goal of mine. So that's really what I want out of it is personal growth and
Hell yeah, man. I love to hear that. That's a great answer. How comfortable are you with firearms?
I'm extremely comfortable. Whenever I was a kid, um, me and my father we go hunting for raccoons out in the pasture and shit. So
Okay. Hell yeah.
uh, very experienced with the firearm.
When would be a good time to use a firearm?
There's nothing we can do, Bateman. I mean, you're more
Um,
than welcome to come down here as well,
so
but
in terms of the street or like
Yeah.
hunting or
told by our
Sure.
so
I
friends.
in the
mean, any
street,
scenario.
yeah, yeah. Unless I'm hunting, only time I would use
EMS.
a firearm is if my life was in danger,
2 to prison,
or
please.
somebody else's life is in danger. Other than that, I'd obviously try
Thank
to
you.
de-escalate,
1 second,
use
we're
non-lethal,
training. Can we take the recruits to
um,
the prison, please?
all that before
It's not
deploying
for
a
anything
gun.
special.
You know,
Okay.
No, we're
I don't
talking to
want
me.
anyone to die.
Right.
Okay, you need
Understandable.
EMS to prison?
We asked the required minimum 10 hours a week clocked in and on duty. Is this
Pull
something you
up,
could
pull
commit
up.
to?
All of y'all
Yes,
can
of
come.
course.
Okay.
Can I come?
Why'd you decide on our department?
No. I just
Um, I think that y'all are doing things right over here. Um, I've heard a lot from a lot of my friends and stuff that um this ship is run tight and you know it's not corrupt like maybe some of the other departments might be.
Hell yeah, LSP on top.
So, yep, that's what made me come in.
Can you tell me about a time when you had to make a difficult decision and how you had to deal with it?
Yeah, of course. So about a year and a half ago, my dog, um, the love of my life, he got he got real sick. Um, had all types of lung issues and such, and um, the thing is, he could fight. He could live. He could push through, but I could let him suffer, and with the gratification of he'll stay alive, but I'll be pushing through it, or I can let him go to a better place. And I made that tough decision, to let him go out gracefully. Um, and how I dealt with it was obviously it was hard to deal with the loss, but knowing that he's in a better, pain-free place, um, brought peace.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
My
yeah, yeah,
condolences for sure, man. That's a
yeah,
tough
yeah.
decision.
Time heals all wounds, and like I
Right.
said, he's not suffering. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah.
What's the difference between probable cause and reasonable suspicion?
Um, so reasonable suspicion uh would mean you have reason to suspect because of whatever store robbery would happen and this guy's out front, and probable cause means that you have more concrete evidence, you know maybe a body cam, uh eyewitness, etc.
Okay. We're gonna move on to some scenario questions now. We're running a little bit low on time, so we'll make it fast. You respond to a shots fired call. Upon arriving on scene, you see multiple individuals still in the area and multiple bodies on the ground. What is your next plan of action?
First thing I'm going to do is call for backup, stage up safely behind a wall, and um call for backup, report that there's multiple down civilians or gang members or whatever I assess from the situation. Um, wait for backup units to arrive before deploying guns neutralizing the threat.
Okay. You and several other officers are currently in a vehicle pursuit with the suspect. However, during the chase, you receive a call over the radio about shots fired and an officer down. How would you proceed?
So I'm in a police chase with the suspect.
Yes, sir.
Um, officer down is always going to be a top priority. Um, it 9 out of 10 times I would say, uh, we're going to let that suspect go. Use the evidence we have to go get a warrant on them, and care for the officer down. Um,
Good answer.
it obviously all depends. Like if it's a mass murder or terrorist,
Right,
and they're on your, but 9 out of 10 times,
right. If
we'll
the
get an
highest
officer.
in command in your department instructed you to flatback a suspect, what would you do?
I would not do it. And like unless the suspect was posing a threat, um, and or radioing the people to come in and kill me, um, I would not obey that order, and deal with the
Okay,
consequences of it.
okay. I'm gonna go over some 10 codes now. Try to answer them the best to your knowledge. If you don't know any, that's fine. That's something you will learn. Um, 10-2.
Radio check.
There you go. 1080.
1080. I don't know 1080. You heard?
No, go ahead. Uh,
I didn't hear what you said.
I didn't say anything. I was waiting for your
Oh, it's for
answer.
1080.
Yeah.
No, I don't know 1080.
Okay. 1011.
Um, don't know that one.
Okay.
What
1080
is
is
the
going to be a
1080?
vehicle pursuit, and then 1011 that's going to be a traffic stop. Do you know 1070?
1070. No, I
Okay.
know 10.7 is in. 10.8 is out.
Okay.
I have a little bit of experience with EMS.
1070 is going to be a foot pursuit. But yeah, that kind of concludes our interview. I'm gonna step out with my captain over there, Lucy, and we'll come back with an answer. All right.
Yes, sir.
All
I'll
right.
have him step out because there's already somebody else out there.
Okay.
Yes,
Can I
ma'am.
have you step out, sir? Thank you.